Hello guys, and welcome back to Unicast Administrators. Today we are going to illustrate how you can connect to your virtual servers directly from Visual Studio if you want to do that. So for example, I am already connected in my computer from my computer via Visual Studio Code directly into my server 1, and as you can see here I can even run Linux commands because it's practically an SSH command or an SSH connection directly from Visual Studio into our virtualized environment. So in order to achieve this is actually quite simple. You have to make sure that from your Visual Studio Code, from the left side where you have all of those menus, you'll have to go into extensions. Then from extensions, you will have to search for remote, and you can either install remote tunnels and remote SSH separately, or you can install the entire development kit for remote sessions from Microsoft. So this is exactly what I have done. I have installed remote development, so you'll have here a button to install, while mine shows in uninstall because I already installed it. This will install you the developer containers, package, remote SSH, remote tunnels, and WSL feature that allows you to create Linux environments in Windows, and also allows you to connect via remote SSH and create a more better established connection through the Linux. So once you have installed that, again from the left side of your menu in Visual Studio Code, underneath extensions, you'll have a Remote Explorer option, and here you'll have your connections. For example, in order to create a new one, you'll have to click on this plus on new remote and type in the command SSH, your user that you want to use. In my case, I want to use the root user and either the FQDN of your server or the IP address of your server. So in my case, I will use the FQDN, which is server2.example.com. I will hit enter. I will select where I want the default .ssh configuration file to be saved. So I will leave it in C users my user.ssh config. I'll click on that. And now it shows us that it has added this as well. So you can modify this separately. If you want to add separate users or new users, you can totally do that. Once you have done that, you can go ahead here, click again on plus, and SSH root at your server. And it will add it a second time. So basically, this is how you can add different servers into your SSH connection. Now, once you have done that, you might ask yourself, okay, why isn't my server appearing here? So all you have to do is go here, click on refresh. As soon as you click on refresh, your server will appear again. If we run a second test, so if I go here and click on plus to add a separate server, I will type in again SSH, my user at, in my case, it will be server 3. I will add again the same configuration file. And as you can see here, we have this server 3 added as well, which is on top here, but it still does not show up here. Well, what you have to do is to click on refresh. I have the second entry for the server 2. So I have 2 entries for server 2 twice. If I click here on refresh, it shows me only once. But to make sure that I'm keeping my file clean, I'll just remove this. So now, if I want to connect on server 2, for example, I hover with my mouse over it, and here you'll have an arrow to connect to in current window. And I will choose the distribution that it is, so actually the architecture. So in my case, it's a Linux server, so I'll click on Linux. And it's asking me if we want to save this fingerprint for the server, and if we are sure it's a trusted connection, I'll click on continue because it is. And now I have to type in the password for my user account. So if I type in the password, In a few moments, I'll be connected to my server. So you'd see here that it's downloading the VS Code server, and it's showing you that the connection has been established. Now you might not see it here, so all you have to do is press Ctrl and J. This will open you the terminal, and momentarily, in a few moments, you'll see that your server to SSH connection is established. Here in my left hand corner, you'll see that I am already prompted with a message that the connection it happened. So now if I make this bigger, you'll see that currently I am inside server 2. If I type in pwd, I can see who am I, where am I, and I can also run different commands. If only I can learn how to type in. So uptime -p, it says that I have an uptime of 8 minutes. So basically this is how you can run commands inside your Linux servers via an SSH connection directly from Visual Studio Code. You can do the same thing again directly from your SSH manager. So for example, if I would like to connect via SSH from mobile extern or from POTI or any other connection that you use, you could use that. But from time to time, I like to connect to my servers directly from Visual Studio Code because it's easier for me to build my scripts and so on. So I hope this was helpful. If it did help you, please consider liking the video. Thank you for the time that you took to watch my video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. I wish you all the best and have a nice day. Cheers!